walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We're here for transfer talk again. Some big news obviously happened during the day. If you're an Arsenal fan, you are going to be absolutely delighted. If you're a Aston Villa fan, maybe not so much because, well, it was always a long shot getting Emile Smith Rowe. But look, some people will agree, some won't. That's the way of life. But as DC says here, Smith Rowe, wrong choice. He literally is so angry he can't even spell mate. Should have come to Villa. Good choice in my opinion. Needs time to prove himself at a big club. West Ham can go in for Phillips as he would really fit in the style of defence. But with Donny Van De Beek, that just doesn't need explaining. It does need explaining, and it is madness what's going on. He surely needs game time, Ollie not giving it him. So really all he needs to do is get some game time back up speed. If he signs, sure we could do it at United maybe. Tell me how Arsenal are a big club. The reason I say that, DC, is because they have had a couple of legends at the club before, and Arsenal don't actually lose to Villarreal. They do. Are you forgetting the semi-final where they lost to Villarreal? Okay. Varane with no bid. I still see it being done deal. Yeah, it is a done deal. I didn't want to talk about Varane. I wanted to do other stories other than Varane, as all we seem to be doing is fucking Raphael Varane. It does get boring after a while. We had this with Sancho, didn't we? Only United could drag out transfers, couldn't they? And Chelsea. But no, it's something that obviously does need explaining. Now with the fresh trim, absolutely. It was too hot to have hair. Big up to Velvishwan. But let's get into what we're talking about today. Let's get into what we're going to talk about, because there's, as I say, there's been quite a few things that have happened today, some developments. So Spurs are looking at Christian Romero. I nearly said it, Romano. It's probably I've been reading Romano all day. Personal terms that have been agreed from what I understand from Romano. Barcelona want Donny Van De Beek on loan or in a swap deal. Still a madness. It is still utterly a madness how he doesn't start with Ollie, but you know, we move. Obviously, the big news today, the star of the show, Emile Smith Rowe, has signed a new long-term contract with Arsenal, and he has been given the number 10 shirt. So he will be the new number 10. What does that mean for Maddison? It means you're probably not getting Maddison. If Smith Rowe has been given the number 10, it probably means Maddison isn't on his way, as you'd have assumed that number 10 would have been saved for Maddison if they thought he was going to be joining them. Raphael Varane, no official bid has gone in for Raphael Varane, and Nat Phillips. West Ham are interested in bringing Nat Phillips to the London Stadium. So that's what we're talking about today. Let me just remove that, add that in. Excellent. Jobs are good. Jobs are good. Not bad. There we go. Sorted. Hello, Niall. I finished buying presents for my Angel Marie. Nosebleed. Can I troll? I mean, whatever. Yeah, sure. Who cares? Leon Bailey to Villa. I haven't heard that. Looks like Nuno is going back three. Romero playing at back three at Atalanta. Yeah, it does seem that. It does seem that. Haha, DC in the mud, no ESR. Don't bully DC too much. He's already fuming. In fact, he bullied us about what happened over the summer. So, Velvish1, crack on, mate. Crack on. Also, big up to Max in the chat as well. DC says, haha, Liverpool in the mud, no John McGee. Fucking hell. But let's talk Christian Romero. I actually was going to say right. This is all from Fabrizio Romano. Tottenham have an agreement on personal terms with Argentinian centre-back Christian Romero until June 2026. It'll be a 5-year deal. It's not true that the player is refusing Spurs. Tottenham and Atalanta are now negotiating on the fee. Still no agreement reached. Talks ongoing. So this one really simple. This one is really simple. There was reports that he was refusing Spurs. Not the case. Romano has come out and spoken quite clearly on this that no, he's absolutely fine. He's no intention of not joining. Personal terms have been agreed. They're just merely waiting for Tottenham and Atalanta to come to an agreement on the fee. But you'd have to say a really good bit of business from Spurs here. Clearly that defence was a major issue last season. Eric Dyer is not good enough and does need all the support he can get. Maybe Romero brings that. It does look like a back three is probably going to be how it's going. The thing is, Nuno has to work for the best of that team. Now, unless he's getting an overhaul and about 3 or 4, 5, 6 different players, new players, then he'll probably have to go to a back five because Doherty on the right isn't really a right back. He only really suits back five as a wing back. Eric Dyer, again, not very good, not good enough to be in a two. But Vireld, obviously, is getting on a bit, so he'll probably need as much help as well. Now, a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2, however you really see it, can be an attacking formation when used correctly. Will Nuno implement it as an attacking formation? Only God will know. What does this mean for Son? What does this mean for Kane? Do they go into a front two? Which you could see quite easily working because they haven't got a right winger good enough. But we'll have to wait and see on this one because I don't know. I don't know with Spurs. It's really, really interesting with Spurs in terms of what they're going to do. Now, do you think Grealish will stay? I don't know. It's gone really fucking quiet on that end. Really quiet. We'll have to wait and see on Grealish. But at the moment, I'd still say he's probably going City. But to be honest, that could change. That could change. Spurs and Arsenal are dead. Clubs. Don't disrespect Doherty. Better than Trent, James, AWB, and every single English right back. Well, the three you've just mentioned there are better than Doherty. And I'm pretty sure Lamptey is better than Doherty. I rate Doherty. I like him in a back five. In a back four, he's useless. Except Matty Cash. Did you see Buendia to assist versus Warsaw? I have not seen that, but I will say what I've said about Argyle and all the other pre-seasons. It's just a pre-season game. Don't worry, don't get overly excited. Don't get too down if it don't go your way. It's just pre-season. Just pre-season. Of course, getting wins is good for pre-season, but hey, if it doesn't happen, doesn't happen. DC says I think he might stay. He may do. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But let's talk Donny Van De Beek. Oh boy. I didn't really want to talk about Donny. Poor Donny. I didn't want to talk about poor Donny. Should still be a United player and should be playing more. They were sexy though. That's decent. Barcelona remain interested in Manchester United midfielder Donny Van De Beek and could look to swap the midfielder on a 1-year loan deal, according to a report from Mundo Deportivo. A report back in April from a Daily Star claimed Donny Van De Beek wanted a move away from United in the summer and was demanding showdown talks with the club's hierarchy due to a lack of game time. In the past few weeks, reports of a 24-year-old leaving in the summer has reared their head again. According to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are very interested in signing the former Ajax academy player. Originally, Barcelona were willing to offer Samuel Umtiti to United as part of a swap deal. Now, a Spanish outlet are saying that Barca are trying to sign him on loan. The La Liga giants are cash-strapped at the moment and so cannot offer United any physical money, hence why a swap deal or a loan move are the only two ways Van de Beek could end up a Barcelona player this summer. So, do I think this will happen? No, I don't see United letting Donny go. I just don't, unless you're going to sell him. This is really the make or break season for Donny. You'd assume that he's going to play more games. He has to play more games. He can't play less games, surely. There is a talent in this lad. There is a real talent. Ollie's just too stupid to work it out. I don't see this happening. I really, really don't. Because look, for United to do this, it shows that they panicked last summer, which they did. They did panic because they didn't get Sancho and they didn't get Grealish. And they were like, oh, fuck, we've only brought in Tellez and we've only got fucking Cavani. Or we have to bring someone. Oh, we'll just go get Donny Van De Beek. He looks okay. No, it don't work like that. It really doesn't. It was really stupid move on part of United. Really, really too stupid. He has to play next season or this season, however you view it, because, as I've said, he is a real talent. I mean, look at Wolves when he played with Matic. Van de Beek was brilliant. He was one of United's best players in that game. Is he better than Fred and McTominay? Yeah, of course he is. Anyone is better than Fred and McTominay. So why is he not playing? You have to ask why he's not playing. If Ollie's not playing him because he didn't want him or he didn't buy him, that is pathetic management. That is pathetic management. Because what Ollie is doing is trying to ruin someone's career because he didn't want it. It is childish. It is so childish. I mean, I still don't get it. I still cannot wrap my head around how childish this all sounds. I mean, Donny needs to play. That is simple. Had such a shit season last year. Barely playing, had to pull out of the Euros. I mean, it was a really shit season for him and a really shit summer. And I really do hope that Ollie sorts his shit out and starts playing Donny a lot. I really do believe that. See what for his new kit. I have not. Do Argyle have any big teams for their pre-season? Well, we've just had Swansea. We've got Bristol City and Middlesbrough. So a couple of championship sides. Barca in the mud. Hi, Niall. I'm pissed right now. Too much Smirnoff. Well, you know, vodka's always been a very bad one to have. I mean, I did vodka when we did that drinking games, but I don't tend to drink vodka. More of a rum guy. I like rum, dark rum, spiced rum. I'm happy of any sort of rum. I'm definitely a rum guy. Vodka, not really my thing. Help me, I'm dizzy. Hello, DC. Just embrace the drunkenness. Just embrace the drunkenness. It was disgusting. Oh, and I got too many coronas. All right, so Dylan has worked his way to being absolutely fucking pissed. Yeah, I wouldn't drink. If you want a spirit that is nice to drink a spiced rum. It's not too strong. It's quite nice. It tastes so much nicer. So yeah. Yeah. My advice, spiced rum. Any spiced rum. Captain Morgan's. My favourite spiced rum, it's a bit expensive, is what is it? Oh, Dead Man's Finger. Dead Man's Finger spiced rum. It's really, really good. Yeah, so I would recommend you drink them. Really nice. Not to be rude, but I am rude. Who the hell is Arsenal? They're a football club. Shut up. Oh. Smirnoff tastes like what hand sanitizer would taste like. Yeah, Smirnoff. Vodka is not the nicest drink in the world. Dylan quit football to be a full-time alcoholic. GC. Jesus. JD, alcohol is shit. Yeah, that's why I said Dead Man's Finger. Dead Man's Finger spiced rum. You cannot beat it. Trust me. You cannot beat it. Or even, as I say, Captain Morgan's, any of the spiced rum. Spiced rum is really nice. I'm home now and I'm eating Cocoa Pops. Makes sense. I mean, to be fair, I'm impressed that you're still using commas and punctuation. Congratulations. Win DC, Velv, Hugh Gel. Okay, so everyone's just attacking Velvish one. But yeah, spice rum really good. Vodka tastes like shite. Now, on to the main bit of the show. On to the Emile Smith Rowe. As you can see here, he's hiding his number. Well, we know what I'm eating roast with chicken. Oh my god. DC, that is vulgar. That is literally a crime against humanity. You cannot eat a roast with chicken nuggets. Toast. Right, okay. You're forgiven. You're forgiven. That if it was a roast with chicken nuggets, that's a crime against humanity and you ought to be sorted. My punctuation is always spot on, despite my lack of intelligence right now. Love it. But yeah, Emile Smith Rowe says a few bits. There's a few quotes I want to read out. Some from Emile himself, one from Edu. But let's start with what Fabrizio has said. So Emile Smith Rowe signs a new contract with Arsenal until June 2026. Confirmed. So, 5-year deal. He's been given the number 10. So underneath his fingers, in that weird butterfly where they were definitely hiding his number, he's been given the number 10. So, number 10 for Smith Rowe. I suppose, what does this mean for James Maddison? I mean, a lot of Arsenal fans were very convinced that James Maddison is on his way to Arsenal. They were like, it's done. How can it not be done? We are fucking amazing. Well, steady on, guys. Steady on, guys. You've signed Lukonga Tavares. Keep your knickers on for a moment. Right? Don't start fucking stripping and streaking across the pitch. Like, have some dignity. I know I've just said Arsenal and dignity in the same same sentence. Believe it or not, they could try it. Try to have some dignity, some self-respect. Maddison is not going to the Emirates. I'm almost out of it. I mean, if Maddison was coming, Smith Rowe surely wouldn't have got the number 10. Maybe the number 11 or whatever big shirt number you've got left. Wouldn't have been number 10. You'd have saved the number 10 for the marquee signing of James Maddison. Because if you sign James Maddison, that is your marquee signing. It's very much like Manchester United's marquee signing at the moment is Jadon Sancho, maybe even Raphael Varane. So very strange there. I don't think Maddison will be going to the Emirates, that is for sure. I eat nuggets with gravy. That's actually okay. Okay. You don't have one, how can I? Okay. Really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Okay. Velvishwan, you can't say shit like that to people. You don't have one. DC and Velvishwan, shut up. I'm trying to stare at my little angel. Well, how you can do that? I'm not even going to ask. Cocoa Pop's nice. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them, DC. Dylan, I'm glad you're enjoying your Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops always a good way to end the night of drinking, I suppose. It is quite funny. But what has Edu said about Emile Smith Rowe and Arsenal? He has said Emile is a player who represents the future of the club, and this is why we have given him the number 10 shirt. We have trust in Emile, and we know he has the potential to be a beautiful player for many years to come. So, what do you make of that? I sort of agree. So I do agree that I do think Emile Smith Rowe has got great potential in him. I do. I think his ceiling is extremely high. I do think that. Obviously not as good as Mason Greenwood, but you know, we move. So it makes sense giving him the number 10. He is the future of Arsenal, along with Saka and maybe Tierney. So yeah, it does make sense. It does make sense. Smith Rowe has made a big mistake, says Dylan. Chicken nuggets are nice with toast and jam. Do you know what? I'm just going to allow it. Why is that man doing bird signs? He's covering his number. They didn't want to reveal his number. Smith Rowe fucked up more than Vershwan's parents. Sausages and ice cream is... Wow, I want to kill myself. What has Smith Rowe said? So Smith Rowe, when I was younger, I used to watch Dennis Bergkamp, and when I was going through the academy, Mesut Ozil was here as well, and getting the opportunity to train with him and play with him as well was unbelievable. My dream is to become a legend here. I can see myself being a one-club man if everything works out. So clearly, straight away, shows he has zero ambition. Like if he's like, I could see myself being a one-club man at Arsenal, please. Again, as I've just urged other people, have some self-respect and some dignity and show some ambition. But look, it's a good move for him so far. He's at a club where he is loved. A club where you have no European football, so can you go any further? Actually, I'm not even going to answer that. I was about to say, can you go any further down? But I mean, it's Arsenal. There's always that possibility. And yeah, it is mad. It is mad. But no, Arsenal fans, let me know what you think of this. Is it... Obviously, it's a good thing. Who else are you going to get? Like, let's be realistic now. But is this a good sign? Are you happy with the business you've done so far? You've obviously looks like Ben White is almost complete. It looks like you've got you've got Nuno Tavares. You've brought in the Conga. Smith Rowe signed a new deal. These are all very positive signs. Are you happy with the business that you've done? And I suppose the next question is, what other business do you want done before the end of the transfer window? Because there might be something you want that other people aren't thinking about, or, you know, is that goalkeeper position backup really desperately needed? Most probably. Do you want Ramsdale, I suppose, is the question. Do you want another DM? I mean, you're lacking probably leaders on that pitch, because what? You've got Lacazette, Aubameyang. They're your two main ones. Leno, Willian, they're your senior players. Not one of them is a leader. So I suppose you need some more leaders probably in there. As let's be fair, you don't want to be relying on Rob Holding to be a leader. So some interesting moves from Arsenal, but by no means can they or will they be finished. But a lot of money being spent as well. A lot of money. Can't believe Bugs Bunny died in Space Jam 2. Nice. Kenny, 5 hours one, he likes... Oh, Jesus Christ, watched it today. No, it's because he can always get in the squad. If that is true, maybe he just wants it easy. He can tear non-league apart in a few years. Now, what shampoo do you use? Well, with this great, you know, really long blonde hair, mate, I just use Lynx. Part of my body, isn't it? If it can clean my pubes, it can clean my very small amount of head hair. Kenny well spoiled. Jesus Christ. You little twat, Kelly. Niall, I will send you a clip of L1 on Instagram. I'm waiting. It better be funny. It better be funny. Oh, what's Mike Cooper tweeted out? Oh, he's just tweeted out some cricket. I was just about to say, what's he chatting about? Nothing interesting so far. Cool. Excellent. Right, so I just wanted to check that. Niall uses the same shampoo as Pep and Zidane. Respect Niall. Love it, love it. I just don't have the shine on the top of my head yet, like Pep does, because I still have some hair there. Although I've got a receding hairline. It's why I don't really tend to grow my hair, because as you can see, it's definitely started. I'm only 25, bless me. I mean, that side is definitely getting worse than that side. You love to see it. You absolutely fucking love to see it. This is what stress does to you kids. Don't get stressed. Don't get stressed. Dylan, my group chat is clear of all the other ones, isn't it? Crikey. Loving the trim now while I got COVID. Unlucky to you, and I hope you get well soon. But it's not sending. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. So let's briefly talk about Raphael Varane. I don't want to spend too long on this subject. We've spoken too much about Raphael Varane that I almost am ready to get a gun and point it in my own head. Wise Gilfie's. Wow. Kenny. That is inappropriate on every fucking level humanly possible. That is so out of order. You cannot say shit like that. Ever you cannot say that. Regardless of if you're joking or not. Disgraceful. DC has divided me. Oh my God. Can you lot? I sometimes I need to read before. I need to read in my head before I read it out loud. Because some of the shit you're saying is absolutely disgraceful. But Raphael Varane. Reports to Real Madrid turned down an offer from Man U for Raphael Varane is not true. It's all from Romano. The situation has not changed. Clubs are discussing Varane wants United and contracts are waiting. It will take time. There's nothing in there. Cool, we move on. That is Raphael Varane done. I was not spending too long on it. CBA with that shite. Lastly, but finally, we're talking Nat Phillips. According to Sky Sports, West Ham are interested in signing Liverpool Nat Phillips this summer. The report goes on to claim that Newcastle, Burnley, Brighton are also keen for a move for a 24-year-old, while Bayer Leverkusen was also reportedly stated their interest in a possible transfer. According to Sky again, the German side are made that interest known to the defender's agent. The Bolton-born defender made 20 appearances in all comps as Liverpool finished third in the Premier League table. So I suppose the bit for this is get a bit of money, move him on. His stocks is never going to be higher than it is right now. He's played some game time. So you're never going to get more than you will now. Did you just say Bolton-born defender? No. Bolton-born defender. Kenny, if I was you, I would go take a very cold shower and come back once you've sorted out your horniness. Once you've sorted out your, erection, go take a cold shower and calm down. So yeah, your the stock for Nat Phillips is never going to be higher than it is right now. He's played a fair few games for Liverpool. You're never going to see this much money being offered ever again. he was going for, I think, 5 million last time. So you're going to increase it by a good 10 million. What I would be doing, sell him as quickly as possible, and use that money to right, Kenny, I'm genuinely going to time you out for 5 minutes so you can calm yourself down. But yeah, you'll never get more. You'll never get more than you will now. So that is how I view it. What I will do is I will put the link into the chat if anyone wants to come on and talk about what we're talking about. We're obviously talking about Romero to Tottenham, Van De Beek to Barcelona, Smith Rowe with his new contract, Raphael Varane to Manchester United, and Nat Phillips to West Ham. DC says, fuck, why isn't it sending? DC, how long is the vid? Because you can only send a 1 minute. Yeah, you can only send a 1 minute video on Instagram. But we are joined by Kenny. So Kenny, my advice straight away: behave. How are we doing? All right. When I said behave, that did not mean make a strange noise as you come in.
Can I talk about Mia Khalifa?
Can you what? No. You can talk to me about Spurs signing Christian Romero, Barcelona looking to sign Donny, Smith Rowe sign new deal, Varane and Nat Phillips.
Can I talk about Barcelona? Yeah.
Go for it.
So with Barcelona, I want to do an analogy here. It's as if like Barcelona basically
is the analogy PG?
Well, you'll find that. You'll find out.
No.
So,
is the analogy PG?
It's 18 or over.
No, then you cannot use that analogy.
No, it's just about Barcelona and dicks and that. No, it's like them. Let me make it PG. It's like them. They're quite ugly, but they see like a really good-looking person. They think they can get with him, but they won't be able to, will they? Because they don't have enough money. That's what my view of the game. But he definitely help Barcelona a lot. He's very creative, very very creative, especially in bed.
Yeah.
And I think he is definitely would probably be the. So the midfield is De Jong, Pedri, and Busquets. Am I right in saying that? I think he would get in. I think probably get in because Busquets is aging. I think you put Pedri at the end, Van De Beek next to De Jong, and that would be a great midfield. But I mean, Van De Beek and De Jong were really nice, but I just can't see it happening because Barcelona are a bit broke right now. Unless we said, "Oh, you give us De Jong and we'll give you Van De Beek," and then that's happy days, isn't it? But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. And yeah, I'd give them to them. I'd give them some players so we can tactically get more players off them the next few seasons, just in case we need any players. We can just tactically get them off them so they can change their financial situation. I don't think it's going to be sorted anytime soon, that. But yeah. So I mean, to be honest, would it even be a good sign for Barcelona? Because can he even play for Barcelona? Let's be honest. Will he even be able to play? But if he were, yeah, it'd be a very good signing. But I just think Barcelona, they have too small a dick. Van der Beek has too big a dick, so I don't think he'll be able to go.
Yeah. Why is Kenny already moaning? God knows it's just Kenny, isn't it? Stop that now. Stop that. Now ban Kenny. He is scaring my little angel. Otherwise, I will destroy him. Destroy him with what? With my magic mirror, DC, you fool. Okay, just ask. Right. So, very well, you both shall fall tomorrow.
Is it something to do with between your legs? something.
I hope not. I mean, I don't know where. Can you get your head out of the gutter for once? Talk to me about Emile Smith Rowe. Talk to me about Smith Rowe. How do you see this as a positive thing for him or for Arsenal? How do you view it?
Positive thing for Arsenal, awful thing for him. Because I think he's quite a decent youngster, to be honest. I think he's quite good. I mean, he's proven himself in a few big games. I think against it was... I can't remember who it was now, but I think he had a great game. I can't remember who it was against, but he has proved himself. He has been very good. But where's the ambition? The things with Arsenal is that they're not a club in a great position, are they? They're rapidly downfalling. They're rapidly, apparently in the camp, they're not happy either. Apparently in the camp, there's none of the players have very high morale, and apart from some of the youth players. So I think it just shows there's no ambition. If he's a one-club player, then I swear to God, I mean, to be fair, he'd be quite good in non-league in a few years. At Arsenal with the #United, I think they might be able to beat them with him in the side. But yeah, I think he should have better ambitions. Because Arsenal, they're probably, you could say, well, I'd say a relegation battle inside. So would you rather go to? I was going to give you a question. Would you rather go to Arsenal or Aston Villa right now in the states they're in?
Probably Villa.
Exactly. That's how bad Arsenal are falling. That is how bad Arsenal are falling. They've gone from winning the league, the top 4, top 6, to mid-table, and now it's I think it's the final part. I think it's the final part of the downfall, and I think next season they will. I think that Smith Rowe will have an absolute nightmare on his hands. And to be honest, I think next season is going to be a completely different story. I think they might want to go nearly every single. I think Smith Rowe might want to go next season. Please. I know I've said that before. Please. My wife left me. But
some comments here. You're stupid. Very well. All right. Kenny, I'm reporting this behaviour to your parents.
Okay. So, I've already...
Kenny, I'm reporting you to the local child line for this despicable behaviour.
I'm going to have some salt from you.
Bye. You've got major... Oh, my God.
No! Yes.
You are an absolute fucking twat.
I've been cooking for eats.
You're an idiot. You are a full-blown idiot. Kenny, stop sniffing. Jesus Christ.
Smells nice.
Last one to talk about. Lewis says bold now. Absolutely. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put the link into the chat one last time. If anyone else wants to come on and save me from Kenny, that would be appreciated. But I'll put the link in again if you want to come on. Talk to me about any of the things we're currently talking about at the moment. We're just looking at Kenny's sink at the moment, which is lovely, or an oven or microwave, apparently, whatever it is. But Kenny, talk to me about Nat Phillips. Do you see it as a positive, him going to West Ham?
For his career, probably yes, because I don't think he's going to get a game at Liverpool really for a long time.
Yeah.
But for West Ham, I don't even think he's their fourth best centre back. I don't rate him at all. But the thing is with him is that he probably somehow fraud his way to a first team starter. And I think that he'd definitely get more game time at West Ham than he would at Liverpool. I think we can all agree on that. So I would say he'll probably be a flop. But for his career, he needs to go to, because I think everyone they can't just go from like let's just say Plymouth Argyle to Manchester United and expect to have a first team starting role. You can't really. And that's basically what Phillips has got. But better is just youth to first team. You can't expect to just get first team straight away. So the thing is with Nat Phillips, it's kind of with him. Maybe in the future he might be able to become the player that I don't think he can become and prove himself. That is why I'm glad to see him go, because the thing is with these young players, a lot of them just stay at these clubs, these big clubs, but they'll never get a game in, like Liverpool, like
yes, you can.
Yeah, I've seen her.
No, I meant RJ can come on. Absolutely, anyone can come on. The links are in the chat if anyone does want to come on. Partly save me from you.
I am glad that he is finally. Youngsters are finally making the moves away from these big clubs, because a lot of the time I used to see a lot of players that clearly weren't good enough for some big clubs, and what ended up happening is they just didn't play, and because they made a mistake. Happened with Van De Beek, because I think with Van De Beek he's really good, but he's with Pogba in the side. He couldn't really get in the squad, so I think that he made too big a move too early on. That's what.
No, it's just Ollie's a fucking turnip.
No, because Ollie had a part in it, but let's be honest, he was never going to start over Pogba, was he? And where else could he start, really? He couldn't really start next to Pogba, because otherwise we'd have been defensively vulnerable. Because
I don't know. Take one of Fred or McTominay out and put in Donny.
Yeah, but then what's going to happen then? Because then the defense is...
Well, believe it or not, Donny isn't a fucking idiot. He will know how to defend. Believe it or not, I know it sounds like a miracle sometimes, but he's not a full blown idiot. He does know how to defend. But yeah, we'll go to RJ. We'll go to RJ about this one. Barcelona, Donny Van De Beek. Apart from, my stance on this, that I think Ollie's been an absolute pillock at best. That is the PG way of putting it. For not even playing Donny, like not even considering him. It's like you're playing with Fred and McTominay, and you're not even going to consider like Donny. Are you fucking for real right now? You're doing crimes against football, and you've got Donny sat on your bed. I'm not even going to question it. Do you see him going out on loan to Barcelona? My view is I don't, but my view is Ollie needs to really use him next season.
I mean, really does beg the question: will Pogba leave? If Pogba leaves, we need Donny. That's simple as that.
This is true.
I think if the PSG Pogba situation happens, where Pogba leaves for about 45 million, Donny will get into that starting 11, 100%. And I think, look, he'll do a good job with us. Really, I mean, oh my god! Hey yo!
He was.
Kenny,
just take the L and the violation that has just happened to you and your balloon nipples.
My own tears.
Okay. Anyway, but even if this deal had to go through, all right. I mean, this is something spectacular that Barcelona are doing. They're literally importing all Dutch players. I mean, they literally brought in bloody Depay this morning, and then they have Frankie De Jong. What's next? Do they bring in like?
To be fair, De Jong is a talent. De Jong is.
I would love De Jong at United. I would, genuinely, but I know it's not going to happen because Barcelona boys.
I'd also like to win the lottery, RJ. I probably have a better chance of winning the lottery.
Probably do, yeah. No, but other than that, look, I mean, I don't see this happening really because, like I said, I do think the Pogba deal will probably more than likely happen at this stage because, Raiola will force his way through. It's simple as that. And plus, we won't have any issues getting rid of Raiola. It's just Pogba, sadly. We need to replace Pogba. And saying that, Ruben Neves, bring him into the club, he'll just do. No, he won't. Like, why are we bringing cheap-ass replacements who will not do...
Neves would do a job as a DM because he's better than both McTominay and Fred.
Oh yeah, I know, understand that. Yeah, but I mean,
but
there's
not
so
as a
much more
replacement for
players. Like,
Pogba.
no,
Definitely not as a
I would
replacement for
love to
Pogba.
like obviously I know that I know that United scouting is not as good as myself and you obviously, but I would love to bring in like a player like Polina or something like that, someone who actually was very experienced in the Euros and actually had a really good Euros in my opinion. He definitely proves his worth. Like I said, when you're with talent like with Bruno and Renato, you definitely get shown like the type of player you are, and he definitely got shown as a really good talented CDM. Like I said, in that Portugal game, in that Belgium game, he did very well trying to keep out Kevin De Bruyne. He literally kept him out of the game. And look, I would say this now, he'd probably cost less than Ruben Neves. He'd cost less than Declan Rice. I mean, anything could cost less than Declan Rice at this stage, to be fair. But no, look, yeah, like I said, United selling Donny, don't think it's going to happen. I think this year is the year that we see the breakout from Donny Van De Beek.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Just do what I'm doing on FIFA. I'm doing a United save because you have the most money and it's just easy. I've got a midfield three of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mason Mount, and Phil Foden. But just banter.
Wait, in United?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what the hell?
Why is this now?
Tell me you're British without telling me you're British.
What are you doing?
It's okay. I've
That's
just signed Billy Gilmore as a backup.
Hey, yo, big up Billy. Big up Billy.
Hey, I've still kept Scott McTominay. Greenwood's up front. Got Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left. My goalkeeper is still De Gea. I got Brandon Williams. I've got Brandon Williams at right back. I've got De Ligt and De Jong at centre back with Kieran Tierney at left back.
Jesus, tell me your Brexit FC without.
I've literally sold Bruno and Pogba.
Oh man. He's kept.
Okay, you tell me Plymouth Argyle's rivals. You'll see what I'm gonna do in a minute.
What the hell?
Kenny, believe it or not, it doesn't actually bother me because I actually don't care. It's just a game. Big up now, Kenny. You are making me dizzy. Stream properly. We've asked Kenny to stream properly many a times, but it never seems to come to fruition.
Yeah.
Kenny, why are you so tapped? Says Mustafa.
I'm gonna drink all of this.
Well, do you know what? Maybe if you drunk less of that, you wouldn't have balloon-shaped nipples. Sorry, I should not have said that. Hey people, big up Jay. Big up Jay. What you need now is Sean Dyche's manager, and then you have the full Brexit FC team.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, it'll be UK. It could work. You got me as manager. But RJ, Smith Rowe, he's just signed a new deal at Arsenal, which is a new 5-year deal. Oh my God. Gee, don't answer that.
Oh my God. Don't.
Good. We'll prefer it like that. But yeah, Smith Rowe has just signed a new deal at Arsenal, a new 5-year deal. He said that he could see himself being a one-club man if everything works out. How do you view this new contract for Arsenal?
I would personally say this is probably the best bit of business Arsenal have done in the last 10 years. I mean, realistically, they have kept one of their most promising stars, except for Saka, obviously. And instead of going to Villa, he's now going to stay at the Emirates. So, I mean, it's a win-win for him, I guess, As for Arsenal, I mean, you've now secured a cam for the next 5 years, a very talented youngster who could potentially go up to the ranks and then become one of the best cams in the league and potentially in the world. I do like Smith Rowe, genuinely. I do think he's a very likable player. He just gives me like KDB, Bruno vibes, who are very passionate about the club and actually work hard for the club as well. So like I said, that's who I rate. I rate people who actually care about the club and care about football. He's one of them especially. So yeah, great deal by Arsenal. And look, maybe they might actually get somewhere. Do you mean? Like I said, they're doing a rebuild right now. Obviously, as a United fan, I do laugh at them because the fact is, Buendia actually chose Villa over them, so it's kind of humorous to say the least. But yeah, no, look, it's going to be a good season. I expect big things from every team this year. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Jay says, just watch Pulp Fiction. Wow, what a film. I've never
Good
watched
film.
that.
Good film.
He goes on to say, nice kitchen, Kenny. Got lots of pots and pans.
Okay, I want to cook this on stream, but I don't know if I should.
Well, you could eat raw pasta on stream. What the fuck?
It's pasta.
Yeah, I
I
said that.
swear, this kid has got more issues than the entire fan base of Arsenal.
No, it's because I've had so much to eat today. I think
well, we can tell with your nipples.
fuck off.
I wouldn't go off at this rate, to be fair. I don't want to associate myself.
You've got the body shape of Susan Boyle. If Man U don't beat Arsenal next season, I will be absolutely fuming. I do hear that.
The stadium.
No, what happens?
Take your time with it, both of the games. And I think
What? This is how I see.
With it.
Yeah.
What?
Kenny.
This is how I see the United rivalry with Arsenal for the last 5 years, right? We have essentially given them pity points for the last, I would say, 3 years, roughly. Last season was a good example. They were doing shit, and we said, you know what, Arsenal, look, we feel bad for you. You know, we used to be Banter FC, now we've grown out of it. Now you are the true Banter FC of Premier League. I mean, Spurs are going to join them next season, let's be real. With that new away kit they released, Jesus Christ, the only thing they're going to go is fucking out of space away from a championship, I can tell you that for a fact. So, look, no, in general...
They're going up with... who was that guy that went up space recently?
Oh, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos. So they send in the entire... So they send in the Arsenal squad up in that fucking rocket. So,
I feel like... Yeah, no, it really depends like how more transfers go. Like I said, there is about 3 weeks until Premier League starts again. So it'd be very interesting to see if there's any more transfers. Like I said, we don't know about Kane yet. We don't know about Varane. We don't know about loads of other players. Like even Haaland, we don't even know what the hell's happening. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be very interesting to see what happens sooner or later. And can't wait for that. Can't wait to see that.
I'm just wondering why Kenny keeps putting things in his mouth, expecting it to be a different. Do you know what? Don't answer it. One day, Kenny will stream normally, and it will be the best stream of my life. I'm actually sick of Man U not being able to beat Arsenal. It's so annoying. Where am I? Yo, kid on screen. Where am I? Well, you're on Let's Talk Premier League, and that's unfortunately Kenny. But what the last one I want to talk about before we do wrap up, and I've got something to show you guys before we all go. Been one not like that, but if it's come from me, it's going to be a good thing. Now I made them new overlays I was talking about, so I've got them ready actually. So the last one I want to talk about is Spurs, and I want to talk to you about Christian Romero. I want you, not me, talk to you. You talk to me about Romero. Do you know anything about the guy?
Romero. This is the player going to who is it? From
Atalanta to Tottenham.
Yes, I was reading from. I was watching a video from Expert explaining all about it. Yeah. No, this wrong player. No, sorry. Yeah, I know you play wrong person. One video I watched, but yeah, no other person. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of the move?
I mean, at this rate, every deal that Spurs have made is pretty pointless. They're bringing talent that will hopefully sprout up and actually do well. I mean, this isn't going to do well. I mean, realistically, it's
yeah.
I don't know. Look, realistically, Kenny, do you have any words on this? Like I said,
Romero to Tottenham.
I mean, he's a centre back. We know that he's 23 years old.
Plays in the back five for Atalanta, so might suggest Nuno's going to a back five for Tottenham.
I mean, I think he's already going to do that because of Matt Doherty.
Yeah. No, I do think that as well.
Like, I watch him so much. He cannot play in the back four. He's fucking useless in the back four. But like I said, back five, it can work. But like I said, what do you do with Harry Kane? What do you do with Son? What do you do with...
Well, I presume their players are fun too. Scrap the right winger, which makes sense because they haven't really got a right winger at the club, so it does sort of make sense.
Right wing, yeah. But
Some
back, yeah.
You'd have Doherty and who plays left back? Reguilon. So you'd have Reguilon. Kenny, can you just fucking stop? Or I'm just gonna remove you. It's just I'm not even joking around now. You're pissing me off. I frankly couldn't give less of a shit. But no, it might suggest that Nuno is going to a back five with Reguilon and Matt Doherty as wing backs. Then you probably have Alderweireld. I was about to say Vertonghen then. Eric Dyer and Romero as the centre backs. With I'm guessing you'd have a midfield three, wouldn't you? You'd have that cam role with. I'm guessing Ndombele or Dele Alli.
Ndombele,
and then
Sissoko, and probably.
Well, no, you wouldn't have Sissoko as a cam, would you?
No. Ndombele would be the cam, and then Sissoko and Ali. Oh no, Ali would be the cam, right? Sissoko and Ndombele being the two double pivots. That's it.
Right, okay. Yeah. Well, I was thinking it would be more Højbjerg and.
Skip. Højbjerg, I forgot about him. Yeah.
I was thinking of Højbjerg, Skip double pivot. Might be what Nuno goes for. Jay says Romero, don't know much about him, only know he won the Copa America with Argentina, so I don't know. Maybe he's quite decent. He might win a couple of trophies with Juventus. Well, it appears that he's actually going to...
Yeah, he's gone to Spurs. The contract's been great.
Yeah. Romano has said Tottenham and Atalanta are now negotiating a fee. So he's not going to... He wasn't on loan from Juventus because... Romano's saying that Tottenham and Atalanta are now negotiating a fee.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you're wrong. That is the Velshwan anyway. He's not on loan from Juventus. Romano says that Tottenham and Atalanta are now negotiating a fee. Not yet. Contract's done. They're just agreeing a fee. I thought Romano was going Juventus. It's already at Juventus.
No,
I don't think he was. Oh, so it hasn't been agreed. No, not yet. The contract's been agreed, a bit like Varane. Contract is done, but everything else we are waiting for. Are you there with the headphones got a lighter? Yeah, I do have a lighter. Thank you. Here's a loan check now. Well, I'm trusting Fabrizio Romano's just done the biggest own goal of his career if he was on loan with Atalanta. The biggest own goal ever. But you know, it looks like he could be on his way to Spurs. But yeah, what I'm going to show you guys, some of you may have already seen it. But for the club shows, I've been quite inventive. So I have now made the overlays for the individual club shows. So you've got Liverpool, you've got the Arsenal one, you've got Chelsea, and you've got a little bit of Man United. See how good they look? They look well neat. I like them. I do like them. So I've been busy making all of these, you see. So very happy with that. So a little preview for what we've got coming next week. Club shows are back. Yeah, sort out then. I'll do that Monday. Christian Romero is an Argentine professional who plays for the centre-back for Serie A club Atalanta on loan from Juventus and the Argentina national team. Well, Fabrizio Romano has just done the biggest own goal of his career then. Take it out with Fabrizio. I didn't bother checking because, you know, I assumed that Fabrizio would be right, but you never know. Keep up the excellent work on the channel now. Really good transfer shows. Thank you, Jay. Haha, you're a funny kid. Join my squad. No, I don't join squads, believe it or not. I don't think anyone wants you to join their squad, Kenny. But we are going to wrap it up there. Big thanks to everyone who's been watching. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out our socials: Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _, and on TikTok, Let's Talk Premier League. Kenny, where can they find you?
You can find me at Sancho is here. Let's Talk EPL on YouTube, United fan on Twitch, and also balling with this man. Look at it. Look at it. Oh,
Lovely.
what a...
I hope your parents are proud. RJ, where can they find you, mate?
Definitely not having my camera on and staring down at my feet. That's where you not find me. But no, you can pretty much find me as Rabbi Jago on every pretty much social media. Yeah, make sure you do like and subscribe to the channel. That's good content coming on next week. So yeah, make sure you do and make sure you do share with all your friends.
Yes, and if you know any Arsenal fans, let me know. I'm looking for more to do some shows with. But we are going to wrap it up there. What, Kenny?
They're all hiding.
Oh, I thought you were going to recommend someone. I was about to say not from you. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up there. We'll be back tomorrow with more transfer talk as always, 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. It's Thursday today, and yeah. So yeah, more transfer talk. It's transfer talk for the rest of the week now, so there's no worries about that. Anyway, I'm going to go play some FIFA now. So we'll see you in a bit, guys. But until next time, peace out.